So for your royal icing, you need egg whites and icing sugar. I don't really measure my icing sugar because there's a texture I always looking out for. So for 2 eggs, you're probably gonna to need like roughly 450 to 350. I don't really measure, depends on the texture of what I'm going for. So you start like this. You just put your egg whites. Don't really whisk it there much. Just once the foam start coming out, you just start adding the icing sugar. So this icing, it really depends whether you are going for the drips or you are going for texture for stenciling. So I just start by adding icing sugar. Add icing sugar. Don't wait. Don't wait until you I don't know how to explain this. Don't over whisk. Don't keep on adding. I just add at intervals because I know the texture I'm going for. So don't really pour everything at once, and then you might over add. When you over add, that means you need to add water or vinegar to just dilute it back to the texture. But that's the process. So it's always better you start little and then, do you understand? And take it a bit little by little anyway. So this is the icing sugar I'm using. Baker's Choice, the best, the one and only icing sugar in town. So not only does it make this very nice, it also the color, it maintains the color, the white color. Okay, so I've gotten to the texture in it. So what I want to do is to whisk it for a really, like maybe probably 3 minutes, depends on the mixer you're using. So you see, is kind of firm, but it's still dropping a bit. So I'm just going to scrape the side. See what I said? I'm using this for stenciling. Remember what I said, depending on what you want to use the royal icing for. Okay, I'm going to whisk this because I still want it to be a bit whiter, and I also want it to be a bit stiffer. Not stiff, but I really want it not to drop when I raise up the mixture. So I'm just going to whisk this for a really long time. If you don't whisk this to the texture or texture it should be is going to be dropping. So this is what I'm going for. You can see this is what I'm going for. It's not dropping anyway, and the texture is what I really need. Okay, so if you want this for drips, you shouldn't add more than, you see the texture for the stenciling. You shouldn't add more than, I don't measure whipped cream, I don't know how to explain, I don't measure icing sugar. Just add little until you get to the texture you need. If you over add icing sugar, you just add a little water to make it a bit softer. So if you want to stencil, use any stencil of your choice. I'm using pin to attach the stencil to the body. You can use sellotape, anything that will make it stand still, or you can ask someone to support you. So you can see the texture. Just apply a thin layer, not really thin layer like that, but at least just get it across to the designs on the body. Get it across to it, and then you always use your hand to support it. Get it across to it. You can also use this a light scraper to remove the extra, or use your scraper, whatever that lay works for you. For this our cake work is dependent on what works for you. So make your work easier by using a method that works for you. So it doesn't really take much to do stenciling or cakes. It just depends on how you make your royal icing. Some people make it and it doesn't come out nice. So look at how beautiful this looks. So if you want to add colors to, like maybe gold color, I just want to demonstrate. I don't want to do that on my cake. So you just apply the same way you apply royal icing. Some people have different ways of making this. You can just use your spray button. You can use your air brushing and just spray whatever that works for you. You can use your brush. If you don't have airbrush, you can just use your brush. So I apply the same way, stenciling on the body the same way, and I'm going to use my brush to just tap edible gold and alcohol. That's an edible gold and alcohol. So I'm just going to just mix them. You should make this not too watering. If you make it watery, it's going to just be dripping on the body of your cake and you won't like it. So just make it a bit thick. See? So this method is for those that don't have airbrush. It's okay, you can still get your color, good color on the cake, stencil good. Or some people do mix their royal icing with gold color, whatever that works for you. So you see, I just painted so that you can see and just you pull it out. So thank you for watching. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, just subscribe, like, comment. Thank you. Bye bye.